Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. We actually have two-in-one news to render. One has to do with Ohaneze Ndigbo reacting to the adjournment. Already they can feel the palpable tension, fears already in Southeast. And of course, Fein having seen what has transpired today, have also decided to make these very strong moves. Well, before we go into the news proper to find out exactly what is going on, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to Ohaneze Ndigbo, who actually one in Igbo leaders, said Buhari's government wants to set Southeast on fire over handling of Nnamdi Kanu's court case. Well, according to Ohaneze, there is nowhere else to explain the entire needless drama that has continued to plague the Nnamdi Kanu's trial. We have never seen where any such restrictions were placed during the trial of anyone in Nigeria. But here we are. The federal government is doing everything to offend the sensibilities of Ndigbo. They have been hell-bent on launching a full-scale chaos in Southeast, and the window is gradually opening. The idea is to provoke the Igbo youth, and once they react, government will find reason to unleash full military might on the Southeast. The continuous incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu and the deliberate attempt to delay his trial is totally unacceptable. To this end, we are for the upteenth time calling for his unconditional release. We all know that the Southeast since after the civil chaos has been largely rebelled with the enterprise of our people. It is the same effort that we want to push our youths to destroy. I urge the Southeast governors, the National Assembly, members, religious and traditional leaders to expedite action in their resolve to free Nnamdi Kanu. This is why I appeal to all our youth at home and in diaspora to remain calm and not play into their hands, Ohaneze Ndigbo says, and this is quite strong. Honestly, I don't know how they'll play this out, but it's a tempting one. I pray for wisdom for everyone who is at the helms of affair. Okay, but very quickly, Fein also has reacted, and his reaction is actually taking it a notch higher. Well, Fein, the American lawyer and international counsel to Nnamdi Kanu and the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has threatened to drag the government of President Muhammadu Buhari to the International Court of Justice, that's ICC, over what he termed gross violation of the right of his clients by the Nigerian government. Fein, who spoke to journalists in Abuja on Wednesday after Kanu's trial was adjourned to January 19, also vowed to appeal to the United States Congress to consider sanctions against Nigeria. The lawyer, who specializes in constitutional and international law with numerous articles on constitutional issues for the Washington Times, the New York Times, the Huffington Post and Legal Times, was one of the lawyers that were denied access to the court during Kanu's trial on Wednesday. He noted that he has been denied access to Mr. Kanu 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which, according to him, is a gross violation of his right. I am Nnamdi Kanu's international lawyer. I am from the United States. Today was the 5th time I was told I could not enter the courtroom, despite a previous court order that Nnamdi Kanu could have access to any 3 persons he wanted to, Fein said. I actually had the chance to talk to him briefly on his way to the courtroom, and it is clear in these 5 times that they are targeting me in particular. That is the reason why the proceedings did not hold today. Fein said he has seen enough evidence to take the matter to international, since, according to him, it was obvious that the Nigerian courts are compromised. I am here to tell the Nigerians and international communities that I am taking this matter to the international tribunals because it is clear that the Nigerian tribunals are compromised. This is an international working group in Geneva. The International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, and I'm going to the United States Congress, where I will be urging that sanctions be considered against Nigeria for gross violations of fundamental human rights. There is no human right more fundamental than the right of an accused to access a lawyer in a criminal case. It is enshrined in Nigerian constitution. It is enshrined in international covenant on civil and political rights. It is in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It is the basic principle of civilization. If you are accused of a crime, you should have access to a counsel, and he has been denied access to me 5 times. I am here because there are huge international law issues that are present in Kanu's case. We all know about his kidnapping in Kenya, the extraordinary rendition to Nigeria being one of them. So I am here because I am an international expert to provide more enlightenment on what legal issues that are present here. I am not here because I want to try to create a problem or to create some kind of irritation, and yet I have been denied access to him 5 times. I am not a threat. I have not acted in any way that is disruptive. I have been conscious, very cautious, provided my identities, but on each occasion they would say, Mr. Fein, you cannot visit him. I believe that I'm the reason they locked us out of the court today. Woof! This is deep, this is serious, this has implications, and this is definitely taking a different tone. Bruce Fein is not it's not a small lawyer. He's an international lawyer. He was one-time lawyer, legal counsel to a one-time president of the United States. So, he knows his onions. Except, like I said earlier on, except, of course, there's a constitution in Nigeria that bars international lawyers from entering our courtrooms or from imputing or giving their legal perspective to their own team of defense. If there's no such law barring them, just allow him in. Okay, let him just feed his eyes to the proceedings. Let not look as if there's something that the Nigerian government or the Nigerian court is hiding, except it's against the Nigerian constitution. But if it's not, and they said he's allowed the 3 legal team, 3 legal counsel, and if Nnamdi Kanu happened to be, if Bruce Fein happened to be one of his international lawyers and he has been given access, why not let him in? And it's taking note for all this, adjournment here and there, and all this, no, we are not going to adjourn it for time buying and all that wasting of precious time. He's watching. There's some things we have gotten so comfortable with in this part of the world that we just feel it is the norm. Sometimes you begin to wonder, especially if you're not used to the Nigerian system. Nigerians have over-adapted to Nigerian issues. If you're not used to the Nigerian system, it could almost be stressful. It could be draining, unfortunately. But that's we're going to wrap it up. Let's move to the conversation. What's your take?